I'm gonna warn you now, but this is probably the most extensive, detailed research that I've ever put into breaking down any card. So if you don't understand what I'm saying, make sure you go back, rewind, and listen again so you don't miss out on making money. Let's go. Are you sick and tired of not making money? Well, we can't relate because we use Unprofessional Breakdown, brought to you by Bet Online, to consistently hit the lottery, one scientific bet at a time. And this week, not only are we using college level arithmetics, we're also going to bring a spoon, just in case. Let's go. We have money to make. First fight. Ode. Poor Ode. If you've been a long time watcher of Unprofessional Breakdown, you'll remember back when he wanted to battle up the haircuts, which put him very, very high on our betting list. Well, it's time to bring him back down to earth because not only is he fighting Unprofessional Breakdown GOAT Michael the Count Bisping, he's fighting Michael the Count Bisping from a country ending in Stan. That guy's not losing, so we're banking on Bisping. Next fight. Cody Dern versus our guy White Kong, Jake Hadley. Now, Cody Dern is going through one of the rare double bookings in the UFC. Not only is he scheduled to fight Jake Hadley this weekend, but on September 23rd, he's also scheduled to fight Bruno Silva, who not so long ago just beat Brad Tavares at middleweight, which tells you just how confident Cody is in his skill set. So we're going with Cody Dern. Next fight. Sean Woodson versus Carlos Condit. First of all, very cool SpongeBob mustache disguise, Carlos. Second, 145. Are you crazy? Just because you saw Sean Woodson at 6'2", you said, oh, bet I can do it too? Well, call me a non-believer. Don't waste your time betting on this fight. Carlos not going to make weight. Next fight. Jeremiah Wells versus Carlston Harris. Now I have a question for you. If a grammatically worded subject is based off an unreliable context, how do you expect us not to pull the trigger? You basically have no choice but to hit that subscribe button because this is just way too easy. Next fight. Kyler Phillips versus Raoni Barcelos. Thank God I bought that spoon. Next fight. Billy Quarantino versus Damon Jackson, who, fun fact, is not a black guy. I didn't even know they made Damons like this. But I did once know a Jackson who was black and then later became white, which was very confusing. And if something like that could perplex an expert sports bettor like myself, I can only imagine what it's going to do to Billy Q. So I'm going with Damon Jackson. Next fight. Ignatios Bahamondes versus Ludovic Klein. Did you know? Not only does Unprofessional Breakdown give life-changing betting advice every Monday, but starting today, we are actually carb-free, sugar-free, and with less than 1 gram of fat. Who else is consistently innovating the world of sports betting like we are? Nobody. That's who. Next fight. Roy Nelson is taking another swing at this whole dieting thing, looking to get a win at 205. This time against Alexa Camor, who I can't tell you enough about because I know you guys aren't casuals. And out of respect for you guys not being casuals, I'm not even going to waste your time trying to break down this fight because we all know how this fight's going to play out. Next fight. Diego Lopez versus Gavin Tucker, who is coming off over 2 years layoff, meaning he's well rested. And on the other hand, Diego Lopez just gave a very valiant effort against Mosvat Evloev in very short notice. Unfortunately, that was only 2 months ago. So if you're silly enough to think somebody that only had 2 months rest is going to be someone that's had over 2 years rest, then enjoy staying poor or You can just follow our unbiased mathematical scientific algorithm. Next fight. My Nigerian brother. I'm going with Kennedy. Next fight. A battle between two strawweight queens. Jessica Andrade versus Tatiana Suarez. What a fucking coincidence. Remember how that one fight was based off a grammatically worded subject based off an unreliable context? Do you see what's going on here? Next fight. Here we are at our main event. Andrew Santino versus Rob Font. Now, pay attention, because from the first time in Unprofessional Breakdown history, I'm going to give you guys a pop quiz. Put your answers in the comments. Now, this pop quiz is going to be based off of one rule and one clue. The rule, completely ignore how good of a fighter Rob Font is. The clue, Andrew Santino plays a character in Dave called Mike. Who do you think is going to win this main event? And that's it. UFC Fight Night. Santino versus Rob Font. Saturday, August 5th at Bridgestone Arena in Nashville, United States. Good luck with your picks.